Hi, this is Sara Regan, the president of Strengths Now. And for about the last year, we've had the honor and privilege of being able to partner with Orchard Therapeutics to roll out the Strengths Finder assessment and model. So to prepare for upcoming workshops and let you know what to expect, we created this short little video. So let me share a few slides with you. All right, so if this is the first time you're taking the Clifton Strengths assessment, to give you just a bit of a background, it really comes to us from Don Clifton, who was a World War II fighter pilot, came back from the war and felt that he very much wanted to dedicate his life to having a positive impact on the world. This quote here really guided his work, which is what would happen if we focused on what is right with people instead of fixating on what is wrong with them. So this began his research into human potential, really studying people at their best, and derived these 34 different talent themes or strengths. So the assessment that you're going to take is going to measure the degree to which these strengths are represented for you and pull out the top 5 out of all 34. So it would be your 5 dominant strengths. And when taking the assessment, I think the most important thing to bear in mind is there are no right or wrong answers and there are no right or wrong results. There aren't any that are linked to showing somebody to be a more effective leader or to be more successful. So try to suspend any judgment that you have or worry about what your results might be. Here's a sample question. They all follow the same format where strongly agree on both sides and neutral in the middle. And so here's an example of a real question. I read instructions carefully. I like to jump right into things. And you might find that this one falls a little bit more on a continuum. And then there's other questions which might pose more of a quandary. This one here, I organize, I analyze, and perhaps you say, well, gosh, I do both of those things. What should I pick? It's always okay to pick neutral in the middle, though we really encourage you, if there's a leaning one way or the other, to go ahead and pick that. There's going to be multiple questions that are going to come back and look for these same themes. So if there's a preference, go with that. And a few other things to keep in mind. You're going to get that access code, which is going to be allowing you to create the login and then be able to take the assessment. You want to block out at least 35 minutes uninterrupted time. That's important because you can't pause and restart. And you have 177 questions. They're all going to follow that format that I showed you, though you only have 20 seconds to respond. So don't overthink things. Go with your gut and just go ahead and move on. Even if you got timed out of something, that's okay. It's not going to invalidate the results, but you really do want to just use top of mind responses. You can select the language that you take the assessment in, and so we recommend taking it in your native language. For anyone who is concerned, perhaps they have a vision impairment or something that would preclude them from being able to respond in 20 seconds, there's a way to turn that timer off. You can reach out to me or reach out directly to Gallup, and we'll work with you to get that set up. Gallup has 24/7 tech support, so if there was a password reset or anything, they can help you with that. We recommend that you keep note of your login and your password so that you can access these results for years to come, really. And a few other things. So when you get your results, they're going to be available immediately as soon as you complete the assessment. There will be a dashboard. It will look something like this. This assessment here, this report here, Signature Themes Report, is a great starting place. It gives the pure essence of each one of those strengths. And then this one here, the Strengths Insight Guide, is more custom. It's more personalized to you. So it's going to take into account how you answered all of the questions. And let's say you and I both had learner in our top 5. Our reports or our description is going to read differently based on the other strengths that surround it. So those are great to check out. For preparing for the workshop, you're welcome to look at any of these resources that are available within the Gallup module too. There's some great things there. And the only thing, however, that you must do is just take the assessment before coming to the workshop. A few optional things you can do. I would encourage you to read your reports or print them out and begin to share them with people. This needs to come alive for people, and that's really through conversation. So share it with friends, families, asking, does it sound like you? You can talk with coworkers. And for people who are really interested in the science behind the assessment and the design, you can take a look at the meta-analysis study. It's not something that we'll go into in depth when we meet, but some great information there. And we know that strengths really link to employee engagement. They link to our personal well-being. We're more productive. We're more happy when we get a chance to use our strengths. So this is really meant to help you to maybe further discover or reaffirm some things that you know about yourself, and to be able to articulate to your team the best of what you have to offer, and to have some meaningful conversations with those around you. So we look forward to meeting you and helping you to discover and leverage your strengths. So we'll see you soon. Take care.